Hello everyone, I'm your host, Real to Real, and my name is Valerie.
And I'm her slightly balding co-host, Jack Cluppy. Today we are reviewing one battle after another.
Enough with the talking, baldy. Let's go right ahead and watch the trailer.
Rise and shine.
Pat an eyelash.
Good morning.
There are no hands on the clock
Why?
because they're not needed.
What time is it?
Fuck. You know, I don't remember that part. All right, let's just not nitpick over the passwords. This is Bob Ferguson. I was a part of the French 75.
Bitch, I felt like Tony Montana!
Steve Lockjaw just attacked my home. And I cannot remember, for the life of my only child, the answer to your question.
Maybe you should have studied the rebellion text a little harder.
I need to find my daughter.
Well, then call us back when you have the time.
You just...
You know, you are so unsuitable for my daughter. My child comes from a whole line of revolutionaries. And you look so lost. What are you gonna do about this baby?
You know what freedom is?
What?
No fear.
Go.
Fucking World War III out there!
Not one thing, it's another. Find that to be true.
I need you, brother. Sensei, please.
Courage, Bob. Courage.
That's it. Courage. Yeah. Thank you. Hey, thank you, Sensei. Thank you, Sensei. Thank you. God damn it! Viva la revolution!
One battle after another is a politic thriller following Rocketman Bob, played as legendary Leonardo DiCaprio. He is known for amazing performance. He's placed at the Aden revolutionary turned father after a rat-exposed resident network to federal government.
16 years after the betrayal is when the story truly picks up. Bob is in hiding with his daughter Willa, and he has become a paranoid mess of a man. He is a deadbeat who is always high and convinced that someone from the government will finally track him and his daughter down.
Bob is paranoid is confirmed when one of his former commanders is captured and snitched on everyone involved, the French 17-5, especially Rocketman and his daughter. This begins a cat and mouse game with Stephen Lockjaw, who is played by Sean Penn.
Lockjaw is the main antagonist. His sole goal is to join a group called the Christmas Adventure Club, a white supremacist organization, and his ticket into this club is through the elimination of Bob's daughter Willa, who is played by the up-and-coming Chase Infinity. This is her second movie, according to IMDb.
This story is all headed to Paul Thomas Anderson, known for like There Will Be Blood and Licorice Pizza, two highly rated by Underground Movies. Now let's take a look about behind the scenes film.
Guess this is the end of the line, huh?
Not for you.
This movie's a story about this father who has one objective, and that's to protect his daughter.
Me and Willa's mom, we used to run around and do some real bad things. They got her, now they're coming after us.
What I think this movie has, and big movies sometimes maybe lack, is the humanity.
I need your help. I need your help, Sensei.
It's very unexpected. It's not your traditional action.
Alpha 1, this is Zulu. I need to go kinetic.
Now you're like, damn, I want more.
As a writer-director, Paul is one of the great filmmakers of his time, and I think it's his largest film yet.
This film is so unique. You know, Paul's the only person that can make a car chase scene exciting that had 3 cars and nobody switching lanes.
Where are you taking me?
I think that the beautiful thing about the film is that you really have no idea where it's gonna go. And every time you think you can predict what's gonna happen, trust is gonna go in the opposite direction.
Go!
Are you running from us?
Had a long day, man. It's a roller coaster of a great story.
It propels you with a tension that starts from the beginning and lasts throughout the entirety of this movie. There's not a second that you can take a breath.
Leonardo DiCaprio, one battle after another.
One Battle After Another is loosely inspired by a book by Thomas Pynchon, who called Vinland, whose core ideals is criticizing the fascistic nature of Richard Nixon and his war on drugs that hurt the.
Fun fact, Paul Thomas Anderson had a $1 million budget, plenty of for the film with the A-list actors. And you know what I found out? The director history, he used to date Fiona Apple back then and collaborate Radiohead as an instrument and experience sounds. He directed music videos, and he is close friends with Johnny Greenwood, as known Radiohead.
And here's the last part. Paul Thomas Anderson never actually went to film school. Instead, he taught himself, starting out with short films and moving on to musicals and music videos later on in his life. You can hear our review after this short message.
All of our equipment is professional. The studios are gigantic. Cameras, use the lighting equipment. All the audio and design is extremely professional. I've enjoyed using the vocal booth every now and again. So, yeah, it's a good spot.
Really been enjoying animation. It's really cool. We're learning like state-of-the-art software that's so deep that sometimes I feel like I want to cry, but it's really cool what you can do with this stuff.
That's what I like here about Hennepin Tech. It's very personal, and everybody knows everybody, and it's very welcoming here.
So there's a lot of beautiful and sad themes in this film. Most made me cry and laugh. The dialogue, the acting, the shots. The One Battle After Another was about revolution. What I like is about 2 hours and 45 minutes, and it doesn't feel like it. It goes by fast at the first act. And the storyline paces so well, and it's hilarious. It really made me really feel like comfortable watching this. Benicio del Toro as Sensei was hilarious. And everyone in this movie was amazing. Amazing acting, everything. I really loved it that all the people of the color were doing important stuff. When it came to like justice, and Bob was doing radical French movement. And he did a lot of good stuff at the end of the day. But he didn't save his daughter. It was combined effort In every each step of this movie goes by, we saw people, the small ways and the big waves. His girlfriend and Bob, Perfecia, was taking care of immigrants across the border, leading to Capriole. We can see him and following a bunch of people of the color are the ones that helped her the most. I really liked it, and I hint through, so I'm gonna give it 5 out of 5. What about you, Jack? What do you think about it?
Well, Valerie, I personally hated almost everything about this film. The first 45 minutes was nothing but a drawn out backstory for Bob and his daughter Willa. Honestly, it felt like the editor was told, leave everything and just put everything in. We cannot waste a single scene or cut. Well, should have had more time because this ended up being garbage, in my opinion. I went to see the movie with my girlfriend, and we both looked at each other multiple times throughout the movie, confused about what was going on. And for a good hour before realizing we had another 2 hours to wait for this garbage fire to finally burn out. The only saving grace, in my opinion, was Leonardo DiCaprio's acting. Playing a high idiot made me chuckle a little bit here and there, but eventually fell on its face as he had no real initiative. He was dragged around by the sensei character the whole time, from being pulled through after he was getting caught by the police. He somehow magically got told by the nurse where to go and was never explained how that worked, and never brought up that he was maybe the sensei was a part of the resistance, but it was never said really. Instead, all we got, I was hoping personally for a political take-in. Instead, all we got was a movie that actively made me question if I wanted to even be in this film industry, if it was considered good. I talked to the producers, and they said I physically couldn't give it lower than 1 reel, so that's what I'm going to give it. What was your favorite scenes? Because that was...
Honestly, I think will be, I love the scenes, the shots were in the desert, and it was really amazing scenes, like a good wide shot, you could tell. And there's one favorite scene I like about Benedicto as sensei. He literally said he drinks the beard every single day. Well, you can see each scene he's just drinking his beard, and
Well, I agree, but it had some problems here and there with the fact that a lot of it was just, in my opinion, poorly written. You had a whole segment, the act 2 was just kind of nothing. The only person that mattered in that movie was Leonardo, Sensei, and Willa, and they didn't go into it enough.
Okay, well, yeah. Make sure follow us on our social media and our Facebook and YouTube page, and put the comments down below. What are your thoughts about this movie?
Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to check out new episodes of Reel to Reel every Friday, and check us out at noon where we are reviewing Jurassic World Rebirth. I'm Jack.
And I'm Valerie, signing off.